Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco, sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
Luciana and Gambino are dreaming of a cottage. A diamond in the rough for Gambino to remodel, while Luciana has fun with their two young girls.
I can already picture the girls running around in the outdoors and enjoying the water.
I'm looking forward to this journey. This is bad.
I think I'd rather shower in the lake.
You can see the roof joist.
Yeah, but that's an easy fix. What's a roof joist?
Oh, that's a nice surprise.
This is nice. I feel like I'm entering a trailer.
Like a mobile trailer?
They have a budget and a wish list. Now they're ready to find out what's for sale. Luciana and Gambino were born in hot climates and love the warm weather of summer.
I'm from Mexico originally, and Luciana is from Argentina.
We love being outdoors. Just, enjoy the outdoors and our summer here, which is beautiful.
They moved to Canada 10 years ago and live in Scarborough, Ontario, with their daughters Mia and Emma. Gambino's contracting business keeps him busy making other people's wishes come true. Now they're ready to make their own dreams a reality with a cottage.
A cottage would be perfect for us right now. The kids love, of course, to be outside. They love the waters.
I want to have big pine trees around me and, just to be with the girls. And that's what quality time qualifies for me, to be with my family and just be ourselves.
Luciana and Gambino have a budget of $600,000. Gambino wants a cottage with good bones and a great view. Privacy and a garage for his tools are also must-haves. Luciana wants a fixer-upper on the water with outdoor space for the girls.
Not too concerned about the cottage inside because we'll have the opportunity to make it our own.
I'm looking forward to this journey.
I can already picture the girls running around in the outdoors and enjoying the water. I'm very excited. I can't wait.
Luciana and Gambino want to settle in the Haliburton area of Ontario. Realtor Rob Saraduke will help guide their search.
Haliburton is the perfect location for a couple like Luciana and Gabby. They're first-time cottage buyers, and we have a wide range of properties under $600,000. I think Luciana and Gabby both can use their imagination, and we should be able to find them that perfect cottage pretty easily.
Imagination is just what Luciana and Gabby will need at this first cottage. It sits on Little Kinesis Lake, with an acre of land and 145 feet of waterfront. List price, $459,000.
Yeah, this is nice.
Why don't we go have a look at the waterfront first, because that's the most important thing. Just be a little bit careful here. It looks like it's going to be a little bit slippery.
Yeah. Wow, but this is beautiful though. Look at the view.
Look at the gorgeous view.
View is fantastic.
The location is amazing. I love it.
This is fantastic. I love the views and I love the privacy. I mean, you can't get any more private than this.
Yes,
right?
no, I
mean,
agree.
There's no neighbors, and that's something we can't change.
So why don't we go have a look at the cottage and see what we think?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward.
Okay, so here we are in what is basically the summer room, which, I think is a great space, and it also gives you the existing footprint to work it with.
It needs a lot of work. Look at the ceiling, the floor, the roof. There's a lot of work to be done in here. The insulation value on these walls are probably next to nothing.
Well, it is a 3-season cottage, so, there is a bunch of things that you're gonna have to do. Here's the current kitchen. Obviously, it's not gonna work for your needs now.
Well, right now, there's not much of a kitchen, right?
Well, there's a stove.
Well, like if you wanted to prepare a meal.
We do have the space
yeah.
to expand it, to get more countertop over here, cabinets, and perhaps a big island, and have
and then
a nice view.
Look at that view. Imagine preparing a meal on an island here, your dining room table's in there, and look at that view.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
The only source of heat for this place currently is this lovely wood stove, which kind of made me go, and I didn't know how you were going to think about that.
This is a concern because it's just not enough heating for the family room, if you will, call it that way.
Right.
So,
like if you were going to open that up, they would
yeah,
not.
we need to check the electrical panel to see if we have enough power to get baseboard heaters.
Bedroom number 1.
Okay.
As you can see, it is a little bit of a bedroom slash utility room. We do have the hot water tank in here, and we have the electrical panel that you were so interested in seeing.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Boy.
Haven't seen those since 1964.
You see, it needs a major upgrade in electrical.
Right, but how much would that be?
$2,500, $3,500.
We can add that onto the list, and when we sit down and do the math, you know, we'll take that into account.
I'm not sure if I like it to use it as a guest room or a room for the girls, having the water tank in there and the electrical panel right here.
Here we have the spacious bathroom.
Okay.
This is small.
This is bad.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm not showering in here.
You can see the studs, the joists, the roof joists.
I'd rather
there.
shower in the lake than shower in here.
I cannot tell why I know this bathroom is not somewhere that you're going to want to spend any time in. So you have a very level lot off an easily accessed road. You are on Kinesis Lake, which is Halliburton's premier lake. You have a shallow, sandy entry and deep water off the dock. And look at that view. Isn't this why you come to cottage country?
It is.
It is, yeah.
Indeed.
I think that in terms of the views, the water, the beach, the space, it's wonderful views.
This is a beautiful lot. It's got a beautiful sand rocky beach, so shallow entry, deep water, very, very kid-friendly.
I feel this place has a lot of potential. It's a little bit too small, especially on the bedrooms, and the one bathroom.
Very odd to find a water heater tank in a bedroom. That's just, I never saw that before.
Gabby is ideal in that he can see past all these problems and he can figure out solutions for it.
When you look at it from a different perspective, is you get rid of this monstrosity, right? You get a prefab, get rid of all this, get a nice deck, huge deck.
I've seen his renovations, the before and after, and I know that if we take on this huge project, I think the result can be really, really good.
Trust me.
I do.
Rob hopes this next cottage will stand up to the test. Built in 1983, it sits on Little Redstone Lake, has 150 feet of frontage and west exposure. It's also well within the budget at $488,000.
Do you mind if we go inside first to see the cottage since the weather is not very nice?
We can absolutely go see the cottage first. And welcome to the kitchen.
Oh, so you get right into the kitchen.
Right into the kitchen.
Probably have to move the kitchen to another area.
Either the kitchen or move the entrance, which it makes more sense to it. The kitchen is not bad. The size is in a smaller size, but you know, it's clean. It has a good upper cabinet. Just the entrance and the door where it is located, it makes no sense.
That's a good point. Very bright dining area.
This is a nice space. Yeah. Very, very nice.
And then in here, you've got a sunken living room. I think this has a great cottage feel.
I'm loving all of the windows and the view. I'm not too sure about the wood, if I'm not loving it, but how do you feel about the wood?
There's several things that we could do. One of them is probably paint wash it white, so it takes the feeling of too claustrophobic, too much wood.
I can see us in this cottage. I can see this being like a little playground for the girls, and you know, the sun coming in, it's so bright outside, and we can still see the lake if it's not a nice day. I think it can work.
Okay, well, let's go see a little more of it. And so far, so good.
Look at this.
This is a good size.
A redone bathroom, something that you wouldn't have to do anything to.
I see water stains all around the fan. So maybe it's not vented properly, and therefore all the moisture and humidity going outside just gets trapped there and come back into this bathroom, and that's why you see all the water stains in there. This bathroom raises a couple of red flags to me. The details are not there. If they didn't take care of those small details, who knows what's behind the wall.
Let's see what the rest of the place has to offer.
Okay,
That's good.
lead the way.
I think you'll be very pleased to see that this bedroom is already set up for Mia and Emma.
So I like the setup. I don't know if it's gonna work for us because the kids are too small, but I think we can make it work for now.
There's a few more rooms to go see, so let's go have a look.
All right.
Nice big windows again.
I see that this it's a beautiful deck right here. What if could we make this like a sunroom, and then we could expand the kitchen to the dining room?
That's a good idea.
This is what I saw as your guys' bedroom. Nice bright windows, and there is a walkout.
This is nice.
Imagine lying in bed, watching the sunset.
I like the space. I think it's a decent space.
So now I think we should go outside and see the lot because it is a fantastic lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds good.
Welcome to Redstone Lake.
Wow, this is good.
Yeah,
This is nice.
I actually like the stones, you know, it's very unique.
View is fantastic. We'd be concerned about the privacy though, if there's going to be people, you know.
Well, I can
right
see a
there.
cottage right in front
Yeah,
of it.
there already is someone on that island, so no one's ever going to be building there. So
Privacy is an issue, definitely.
Yeah.
Rob, the cottage looks very nice and clean and modern from the outside. It's too bad that inside is a different story.
well, that's what visual home improvements is for, Gabby, to get the inside to match the outside.
I really like this property. There's this fantastic view, which I really like. There's a lot of place for the girls to play outside.
It is a gorgeous lot with lots of flat, usable space and easy access to the water.
I think there's a lot of nice things that we like about the house inside.
The inside needs some renovations. The main entrance to the cottage is just in a really wrong location.
I don't know what the deal is with the kitchen in this place and why they did that. It's very odd. Someone could be cooking and someone could come flying through that door, and it's a very awkward spot.
We could put our renovation money towards making it look beautiful.
I think this cottage has really good bones, and I think that Gabby could do a lot of magic with the interior and make it fantastic.
I'm very happy about this property.
They're looking for a handyman special to make their own.
Could we make this like a sunroom?
That's a good idea.
Rob takes a different approach with the final property. On Big Kinesis Lake, this cottage has a garage, a bunkie, and northwest exposure, which means gorgeous sunsets. But it tops out the budget at $599,000.
Wow.
So it's at the top of the budget, but
It's at the top of the budget, yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we head to the waterfront and have a look?
I can't
Okay.
wait to see the waterfront.
Great, let's go.
Okay.
We have a gorgeous big open lake view.
This is nice.
It is nice.
Yeah, this is amazing. And I don't see any neighbors close by. Well, there's actually
The neighbor,
right.
the neighbor on this side is right here.
I don't like this, Rob, at all. The accessibility to the lake is too rocky, it's too, the neighbor is so close to it. For kids, it's not friendly at all.
Well, what you could probably do then is do something very similar to your neighbors and build a nice deck down at the waterfront and have a dock. I bet you build a great deck.
But that's money.
Well, let's go look at the cottage and we'll see what you think of that.
Okay.
We walk right into a decent sized mudroom, so where you can hang your coats, you know, take off your shoes.
I think it's perfect to walk into a mat room, and you know, you can remove your shoes here, your coats.
So as you can see, we have a open concept main room with stunning views of the lake.
Feels like an outdoor cottage. I like it.
It's very open, and I love the view. I mean, you can't beat that. You're right on the water.
The skylights, I love them. But it feels small.
So why don't we go check out the other rooms and see what we have?
Oh, this is big. It's a good size.
I feel like I'm entering a trailer.
Like a mobile trailer?
Yeah, it just has a feeling, a funny feeling to it.
This is a good size. I think we can, this is workable.
So here we have bedroom number 1.
It's a little bit small.
I think bunk beds in here would work really great for the girls.
Yeah.
Or maybe just 2 twin beds.
It's a good size for the kids.
There is another bedroom, which is exactly the same size.
We would definitely want to make some upgrades to this building, but maybe we can go see the other buildings and see what they have to offer.
Yeah, for sure.
Here we have the guest cabin, which was built in 2006. Full 2-bedroom bunkie with a full bath, and I think you'll find that the quality of construction in here and the finishing is much better than the main cottage.
If we have people over, they can just stay here.
Plus, you could actually stay here and enjoy the cottage while Gambino is renovating the main cottage.
That's a great idea.
Not for this price.
We still have one more building to look at, so why don't we head up the driveway and see the last one. Here we have, which I thought you would be thrilled with, Gabby, a very spacious double-car garage, great workshop, great spot to put all your tools.
This is amazing.
This is your dream come true.
This is a great garage.
This would be great if you're doing renovations. You can put all your stuff here, out of the way.
It'll speed up the renovation process, that's for sure.
I think that this is a big plus for us.
We actually have one more space.
Oh, that's a nice surprise.
Wow.
This is a nice space.
This is nice. A game room.
Well, right now they're using it as a game room, but this could also become another bedroom for overflow guests, right?
If we have family and friends over at the same time, this would be perfect.
The space is great. This is actually Rob. I mean, you finally getting my
attention?
Yes.
A little more impressed now?
I think it's a great property. I think it has a lot of the features that we were looking for. The view is fantastic.
The garage, obviously, that did it for me. It's a great workshop / garage with a loft on top of it.
The outdoor space by the lake is not that big. I would have liked to have a little bit more space for the girls to play around.
This cottage being $599,000 is quite top of our budget. It needs some upgrading.
It's always a gamble when you take a buyer to a property that's at the very top of their price range. Gabby is a very picky buyer. I mean, given his profession, you know, I'm not quite sure what they're gonna do.
We have a lot to talk about. There's a lot of good and bad things about each of the properties that we've seen. And I think we just need to sit down and talk about the compromises that we would have to make and how would that fit into our lives.
Yeah, for sure.
They've seen 3 properties, each with different renovation projects. Now, it's time to decide which one is best for the family.
What are your thoughts about the Little Canissa's cottage?
I think that one has definitely the best lot. The waterfront is fantastic. It has a lot of outside space, which I think is one of the things that we were looking at.
The problem that I have with that cottage is that it's going to require a bit of amount of work.
I'm concerned that we wouldn't be able to use any of that. I mean, the cottage is very old, very outdated.
It has so much potential to custom made a cottage for a family would be just fantastic.
For property number 2, the Redstone Lake Cottage, what did you think about that?
Exterior is a fantastic exterior. The lot has different playing areas, if you will.
I don't like at all how the kitchen is right at the entrance of the house, which is a safety concern for the kids. It's not functional at all.
We need to spend a serious amount of money to do an extension into that cottage. Now let's talk about the last one.
I like the fact that we have other buildings in the property which we could use. What I didn't like about that one is the outdoor space. That the water access was a concern. We would have to redo that.
It's on top of our budget at $599. We do have 3 choices, so we need to narrow it down.
I think it's a hard decision to eliminate one, but I think probably the red stone lake cottage.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. I agree with you 100%. We got to the point where we need to make a decision. I think I have my choice.
Okay, I think I have mine too.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get your phone call so soon.
It's definitely been a roller coaster of emotions and thoughts about which properties we like the most. We finalized one.
Great.
We have a decision for you.
Excellent. Real estate agents like to hear that.
We have decided to go for property number 3, the Big Kinesis Lake.
Very excited. I'm very glad that you chose that property.
Yeah, we're surprised about the decision ourselves. You know, cottage number 3 will give us a chance to stay together, we can hang out together while we're getting it renovated.
I have to tell you, I'm very excited to have you on my lake and the fact that we're going to be neighbors.
That's a good deal.
Thank you, Rob.
Luciana and I are very excited about this cottage, and luckily we found Rob, who was a really great person to deal with and was very patient with us.
They were so difficult in the beginning with Gabby being so picky.
Very excited about the cottage that we picked. Happy that we walked through this process with Rob and that we're able to pick something that will be fabulous.